18th June, 1937. A wet, summery night. The whole town's a little jumpy with the heat. Refugees have been streaming into Prague all month. What are they running from? A band of gypsies is camped in the courtyard of my building. Singing, fighting, cooking with strange spices. I'm surprised my landlady hasn't kicked them out. Something happened today, and I can't get it out of my head. This morning, when I was on my way to class.
Excuse me, young man, my dear. You have maybe half a crown? God bless you. Excuse me, madam.
Morning, Odradek.
Simon Kroll. Young man, please, look what I have.
A bottle of wine. That's a surprise.
Plum wine, homemade. Come with me. We should sit under the bridge, make a little picnic, and thank to God this beautiful day.
Thanks, Odradek. I've got a class to go to.
You are a good young man, Simon. Maybe tomorrow. I save you a little.
Bye, Odradek.
Take my arm.
I beg your pardon?
Please, just take my arm. Tight, like that. Good. Keep walking.
What's wrong? Is somebody bothering you?
Never mind. If they stop me, you just keep on walking. Don't stop. Don't ask questions. Just leave me behind. All right?
Sure.
Thanks.
Hey, nice work, citizen.
Good catch, buddy boy.
All right, Lisa. That's enough fooling around. We caught you this time.
Oh, you've got me now.
Let's go.
Well, all right. Goodbye, mister.
Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Hey, don't worry, kiddo.
Well, we was just playing around.
Yeah, what do you think?
All I know
No,
is that...
really. We were just playing a little game. Weren't we, guys?
Oh, yeah, just fooling around on the streets.
Yeah, just goofing.
Really. Thanks for your concern. You're very sweet.
Yeah, kid, thanks a million. Come on, Lisa. The car's this way.
Bye.
Are you sure? Miss! Damn.
So, my dear, I thought you had class at university this morning.
Oh, no, Odradek. I decided to skip it.
Tell me true, Simon. You go not to school because of that girl today. I am half right?
You saw what happened?
I see what happened everything. You tried to give her safe. You are brave, my dear.
Brave. I let those two goons walk away with her. Just because I couldn't understand what was going on.
They were her friends. Maybe the husband. What you could do?
I don't know. It just smelled funny. I should have found out.
No man is perfect, young man.
I guess I read too many newspapers. Crime, kidnappings, political assassinations. Sometimes the whole world looks like an evil, evil place. But maybe the world's just fine. Maybe it's me that needs to change. Who's that?
Hello. How'd you do?
Here, young man. Good morning, sir.
Guzzling away a summer morning. That's a surprise. Hello, comrade. Koenig's the name.
Simon Kroll. Morning.
He goes to university, just like you, young man.
Funny, I haven't seen you there before.
Odradek, look, I found some shoes. Size 14 you wear, wasn't it? Try them on, let's see how they fit. Poor old geezer. That rotgut's going to kill him. I'm glad to see you're looking after him, too.
Well, now and then.
Well, comrade, are they all right?
Young man, what can I say? You are good to me. You are very kind, my dear.
Just look after yourself, my friend, that's all. I'll see what I can do about a little bread next time. Well, good morning, men. Nice to meet you, Kroll.
You too, Koenig.
Sorry, I have to shake hands on the left.
Oh, I can do that. Injured in the army?
Not quite. You follow politics, Kroll?
Not much, I'm afraid.
I see. Well, I'm from Carlsbad originally.
In the Sudeten part of Czechoslovakia?
That's right. And the Sudeten were ethnic Germans mostly.
Oh, I know that.
So you know that we all love Adolf there. We're all just praying for the German army to come take over this country.
Well, not everybody, I'm sure.
You're right. Some Sudeten Germans are Democrats. Some are communists. Some just want to be left alone. Kroll, you know what they do for fun in Carlsbad on a Friday night?
No.
Well, the brown shirts stand around the plaza like this. And when people pass by, they yell, Heil Hitler! I can't say it. You know? And if you raise your arm and salute, good. And if you don't raise your arm, crack. They break it for you, you know? So I have to shake hands on the left now.
I'm sorry, I understand.
Well, it's all one now. My work's here in Prague. See you again, comrade.
You see? He is brave man, like you, young man.
Like me, you must be kidding. But when you meet someone like that, someone who really acts brave and generous, it makes you think, maybe I can change my life. keep thinking of that woman on the street. The way her cool, green eyes gazed back at me. Very frightened. Speaking a language I couldn't understand. Makes me ashamed. Come in.
Good evening, Simon.
Hello, Mrs. Strobar. Here's the rent for the week.
Thank you, dear. Oh, Simon, there's a new tenant moved into the building.
Really? But, nobody's moved out.
No, he's moving into the empty apartment, of course, Simon. Right next door to you.
Oh, so that door leads to an apartment. Oh, how funny. I always thought it was a linen closet or something.
Simon, please, it's a very nice room. I don't want the new boy to hear you call it a closet. And please, be kind to him, dear. He's very sensitive, and he has a perfectly dreadful life. Do you know, I found out that that boy spent practically 20 years locked up
I'd
in a...
really love to hear this story, Mrs. Strobar, but some other time, I'd better be getting back to my work. Thanks for coming by. See you next Friday. Good night.
Good night, Simon. Don't work too late.
Sweet old bag. Also met a Sudeten student named Koenig. He advertises himself as some kind of freedom fighter, a haunted, very familiar look about his face. I almost said, "Hey, what are you doing in here?"
Excuse me, very sorry. I have to throw a cat out your window. Hey, you noisy people down there! I throw a cat at you!
What are you doing? I'm sorry, it was an accident.
No accidents we don't need. Treat us right, all right?
What a piece of womanhood. I could treat her right, all right.
You shut up, please. Sorry, no hard feelings, okay?
Hard feelings go with an empty belly, mister. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. You need some food down there? I've got a few potatoes. That's about all there is.
Mister, what you want to give, we'll take, God willing.
Here, you're so good at throwing cats. See if you can toss this bag down there without hitting anybody.
Easy.
Thank you, mister. We'll keep it more quiet, okay? Good night.
Good night. Now, as for you, Mr. Koenig, wasn't it? I see your broken arm's mended in a hurry.
Well, not my right arm, because I'm a leftist, you should know. Do you mind if I sit down?
Help yourself. Do you mind telling me why you're throwing cats off my balcony?
Oh, come on. I think you know.
No, I don't know.
Noise. And they're very... Also, that one, the singer, is not quite how do you... Don't you think a cat fits it perfectly?
Yeah, sure. How did you get into my apartment, anyway?
I just climbed over the parapet there, easy.
Parapet. Oh, I get it. You're the new guy. You just moved in next door.
I'm sorry, Kral. I thought I explained it. Kral, you probably think I'm kind of... right?
I think you're holding up okay. I guess you've been through a lot. Koenig, do you have any friends here in Prague? A job? Anything?
No. But I can do a lot of things, Kral. Really. I have to go home to bed now, but tomorrow I'll show you.
Hey, Koenig, are you all right?
Kral!
It's okay. You just stood up too suddenly.
What is this strangeness?
Shh.
Who are these people listening? Has my face changed?
Quiet. You're okay.
I am?
Yes, you're fine.
Kral, if you're telling the truth, I think one of us must be crazy. And I don't think it's me.
Excuse me, miss?
Yes? Oh, hello. I remember you.
Hey, you're not supposed to be eating candy in church.
It's not candy. Sit down. I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
No, I just came to find somebody.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. I've been all over town.
Why on earth?
Yesterday, those two guys following you. Well, I didn't understand what was going on. I still don't. I wish I could have stopped everything until I knew for sure.
Knew what for sure?
That you were safe.
Honestly, it was just a game, really. But it's very sweet of you to be concerned.
Okay, sorry. I guess I better go now.
Before Mass?
I'm not religious.
Don't tell me you've lost your faith.
What are you, one of those religious fanatics?
What are you? One of those mixed-up young skeptics?
I'm not a skeptic.
Well, religion is pretty weird, I have to admit. When I was a kid, I used to get whipped for asking crazy questions in Sunday school, like, why was Jesus male and Mary female? Don't you think God would have to be both?
I don't know. I guess I really better go.
You know, I think you're afraid of something.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of believing.
Oh, please. Maybe you're just afraid of not believing. How do you know?
You don't know. You just decide. They're about to start the Mass.
Yeah, well, I'll see you around. I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks, Simon.
How did you know my name?
I know a lot of things, and I'm very pleased to meet you. And Simon,
Yes?
On the way home, be sure nobody's following you. Bye.
Following me? Sure, all right. See ya. Coming! I'm coming!
Hello, Crawl. Remember us?
Hi, Crow. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Thanks. We will come in. Shut the door, Dim.
You can't do this.
Oh, sit down.
Hey!
Lieutenant Hashka, Special Detective. My partner, Inspector Dim. You know Lisa Havoc?
Havoc, no, I don't.
You're lying, Peanut Head.
She was holding your arm the other morning. You need Inspector Dimp to smack your head a couple of times to help you remember?
I remember.
like you did.
I didn't know her name, that's all.
Oh, I get it now. You didn't know that you knew. Is that it? You have a job, Simon?
I'm a student at the university.
Student of philosophy, right? Come on, Sonny. Isn't that story getting kind of old?
I'm sorry, I think there's some mistake.
Yeah, you made it, punk.
So tell me about these studies of yours, Mr. Crawl. What was the last lecture you went to?
Epistemology with Professor Kobiak.
When?
Thursday morning, 8 o'clock.
No, you didn't. You thought we wouldn't know, didn't you? But you're wrong. We do know.
Yeah, fathead. We know all right.
Well, actually, come to think of it, you're right. I missed my lecture on Thursday.
That's very funny, Mr. Crawl. Very funny. Do you even know what epistemology is?
Of course I do. It's the philosophy of knowledge. What we know, what we can know, how we know it.
Like, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, how do you know if it makes a sound?
Yes, something like that.
And if we slit your stinking little throat and nobody ever found out, did you ever really exist? Like that?
What do you want from me?
You know, Crawl, I'm kind of a philosopher myself. God's truth I am. I'm the kind of guy that's just got to know the truth about everything. The truth. Know what I mean? Anything wrong with the truth?
No, but...
Right. So that's how you can help me. I know it's late. You gotta get back to sleep. But see, Crawl, if tomorrow, the next day, you notice anything you want to tell me about this Lisa Havoc broad, for instance, you ought to let me know. But only the truth, right? That's fair.
You're trying to make me an informer.
Hey, I'd just like to see you get protected, that's all. But don't answer now. Sleep on it. I'll see you around.
Get your beauty sleep, sweetie.
Good night, Crawl. I appreciate your being so cooperative. I really do. But, if I find out you're just stringing me along on this deal and you don't deliver the info, you know, I'm going to nail your stupid little hide to the wall, kid, so help me. Good night, Simon. Sleep tight.
Yeah.
20th June. Sleepless night. Horrible day. Did those two ogres really come in and push me around last night, or just some more nightmares? I'm not going to think about it. Everybody's going crazy in this heat wave. People bump into each other, wander down side streets they never noticed before. The gypsies were singing in the courtyard, louder and louder, driving everybody manic until suddenly they stopped. By the time I got to the window, the whole camp was gone. Where? Fire alarms singing all day. Next door, my crazy new neighbor is brewing up a stupendous racket, something like a black mass in Mongolian. And then, strangest of all, I was thinking about Lisa, daydreaming by the window when dusk fell, and then she was there. I saw her walking down my street. I saw her passing by our building, and then all of a sudden, like a prayer, she turned. I heard her footsteps echoing up the stairway. She stopped on my landing, and she knocked on the door. Only it wasn't my door, it was his door. Koenig's. He let her in. She's been there all evening. Hey, keep it down in there, would you? Keep it down.
Bartender, I'll take another.
There you go, Mr. Crawl.
Mr. Crawl. Speak of the devil. Hello there, Crawl.
Hello, Koenig.
Join me for a drink? You might as well. The bartender's been putting me up on your tab all night. He thinks I'm you.
But why? You don't look anything like me.
Suppose not. Cigarette?
Thanks, I roll my own.
Suit yourself. Well, Crawl, You probably expect an explanation for my behavior in your room the other night.
No, that isn't necessary.
Now you're trying to spare my feelings. You're still taking it, aren't you? You think I really am crazy.
I'm sorry, Koenig. I guess, well, you're a pretty convincing actor.
Damn right I am. Ask your bartender. Then he gives the check. I have to be good, Carl, just to keep ahead of the hounds. Know what I mean?
Well, no.
2 detectives have been leaning on you, right? Hushka and Little Dimph.
That's right. How do you know them?
I know their kind. Certain police elements have taken an interest in my movements. Shanghai, Boston, Johannesburg. Sometimes their little traps are quite clever.
I don't understand. What do they want with me?
They probably think you're me. Convenient for me, isn't it? Naturally, I'd feel a justifiable pang of outrage if they carried it to the point of distress to your well-being. Just let me know if they get too frisky.
You know, Koenig, the more you talk, the less I understand.
Right. You're angry at me, Carl. You are, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You certainly are. It's about that girl, I suppose, that Lisa Havoc creature.
Oh, please, she has nothing to do...
I'm truly sorry, Carl. I didn't realize she meant anything to you. She certainly means nothing to me. Honestly. She's all yours.
You're too kind.
Don't be an ass. She was coming to see you last night, didn't you know? She thought I was you. What, I do believe he's on the run.
I'm leaving.
And he's angry. I do enjoy this young man. And Simon, before you go...
What?
A present for you.
What is this? A box of chalk? What am I supposed to do with this?
I'm sure you'll think of something. Good night, Carl. Bartender.
Simon! Simon, wait up! Hey, didn't you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
What's wrong? I'm not made of poison, you know.
I'm just trying to keep my nose clean, for both of our sakes, all right?
All right, fine. Do whatever you want to do. But for your sake, not for mine, all right? You know what? I think you're afraid of me.
Why should I be afraid of you?
I don't know. Maybe my nose isn't clean. Maybe your nose won't be clean if you get it too close. Simon, do me a favor.
I bet you're used to that, aren't you? A woman with your looks, I bet you get a lot of men to do favors for you.
Hey, that's unfair. What is that supposed to mean, anyway?
A lot of men seem to be very interested in you, that's all.
Well, the only man I'm interested in is you. Simon, give me a chance to prove it to you. Oh, Simon.
Oh, Lisa. Here, let's get a little more comfortable.
Oh, Simon.
Oh. Oh, God, Lisa!
Simon?
You're a man!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You've got a...
Just a little one.
Oh, my God. Sweet Jesus on the cross.
Simon, please, you know I don't like blasphemy. And besides, Simon, that's not all I have.
Yeah, so I gathered. Lisa, what are you?
Well, Simon, if I'd been born in the right century, I suppose I'd be a god. Simon, do you have any chalk in the house?
Chalk? No. No, I do. Here, on the table. Help yourself.
Thanks. I got these cravings sometimes, you know? Or you could say I'm the perfect human, male and female, complete and fertile, in both regards.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is. It's just very, very rare. Are you all right, Simon?
I guess. I think I'm in shock, that's all.
I'm complete, Simon. And you know what I've discovered? People are really scared of completeness. People are used to opposites. Good and evil, true and false, male and female. But the world is a whole. And when people find that out, they get upset. Isn't that crazy? I had a feeling you were different, Simon. I had a feeling that you were like me. Didn't you feel it, too?
Yes, I did. You mean anatomically like you? Oh, no, sorry.
Let me check.
Hey, cut it out.
Okay. Maybe later. I thought you liked me, Simon.
Lisa, I'm sorry. I feel like I just stepped off the map onto another planet.
Look at me. I'm beautiful, aren't I?
Yes, you are beautiful. Very beautiful. but I keep thinking that this ought to make me ill.
Ought to? Does it?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I wish you could be a little more decisive, Simon. Oh, this chocolate's fantastic. Is this really all you've got?
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know where that came from.
Be an angel, Simon. Get me some more.
More chalk? Now? Tonight? Where?
You'll think of something. Come on, Simon. I'm so hungry.
Okay. Chalk, sure. I think I could really use a walk anyway. I won't be long, Lisa. There's coffee by the stove if you want some.
Okay, thanks.
The,
Coffee.
Hello there, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Hello, officer. Can I help you?
Sure. See this hood? Put it on, over your head.
Hood, you must be out
Hey,
of your...
don't argue. Do it for him, Dim.
I got you. You come
Yeah,
with
come
us.
on. Right in the All right, Dim. Take the hood off.
Here you go. Good morning
Hello,
to you.
sonny boy. Welcome to the rumpus room.
I want to see a lawyer.
Is that right? There's a lawyer for you. You want another one? Huh?
Give another
I
one.
said, you want another
Give
one?
another
No, thank you.
You want to yell? Go ahead, yell. This place is made of concrete. We're in the middle of the forest.
Who are you, anyway? Are you really detectives at all? Are you Gestapo? Are you communists? Tell me!
Never mind who we are, Simon. You better ask yourself who you are. That's the real question.
I know who I am.
Then you know what we've got on you. Where's your buddy Harasek these days?
Harusek? I don't know. I haven't seen him for a couple weeks.
That's funny, Simon. Isn't it,
Yeah,
Dim?
that's funny. Yeah.
How about Annie, your pal from Paris?
Yeah, what about
She
her?
was pretty good at forging passports, wasn't she?
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything!
Don't play naive, Simon. You know what we can do to you.
Yeah, I
So
know.
now, you said you were going to give us the dope on Lisa Havik.
I have nothing to tell you about Lisa Havik.
This is
No.
no good, Simon.
No, no good at all, Simon boyo.
That's the only way I can protect you, Simon.
Drop dead. You want to beat me up? Go ahead. Find some other way to feed your philosophical cravings.
You think you're protecting Lisa, don't you, Simon?
Maybe.
You're a jerk. She works for us.
I don't believe you.
Whether you believe me or not, she works for us. So does your landlady. That's how we place Koenig. Koenig works for us. You had your chance, smart guy, but you just blew it. Hey, come on in, Koenig. Guess you two already know each other.
That's right, Lieutenant.
Stand up, Simon. It's time for the reckoning.
Lieutenant, before we go, I wouldn't mind a couple of minutes, alone with Mr. Kroll.
Koenig, you rake, you. Sure, have fun. But you clean up afterwards. And don't go taking all night. Otherwise, we might have to come back and get a turn. You got your piece?
Of course.
Come on, Dim. Let's leave these two alone.
All right, Kroll. You go first, I'll come after. At the end of the first passage, you turn left. You take out Hashka and Dimpf, I'll get the others on the right.
I'm not going anywhere. Who are you? What is going on here?
No time for that. Don't you trust me?
Trust you? No, why should I?
You might as well. Trust me or trust those two goons. Look, here. Take my gun.
Wait a minute.
There. All right? Now you can shoot me if you want. Now do you trust me?
Trust you? No! How do I know you didn't plan all this? Just to get me to kill those two guys for you.
Too much work. But even if you were right, so what? If you don't shoot them in 15 minutes, you're going to be bleeding to death at the edge of the creek. And then you'll never find out whether I was telling the truth. Will you?
So I have to sin in order to know.
Sin? You have to act, Simon. Is that a sin? You have to sin in order to live. That's all I've got to tell you. There's no time left. Out that door down the hall, don't even wait. As soon as you see Dimpf and Hashka, you shoot them. You split up. Lie low in the woods tonight, just to be sure. Tomorrow morning you can try to get home. Prague is only a few miles to the east.
Cunning, this is crazy. I can't kill people just like that.
It's them or you, baby boy. They didn't bring you out here in the forest just to play checkers with you. What are you waiting for? You really believe they're police?
But if they aren't police, who are they?
Look, Simon, as long as you go on asking questions, I go on talking. Sooner or later you have to decide whether you're going to use my gun or give it back to me.
I've already decided.
Good for you. You know how to shoot that thing?
I know.
Good boy. Down the hall, go left, shoot. Wait in the forest tonight. Be careful, Simon.
Look what I found.
Let me go. Let me go.
Well, does he talk, or is that all he knows how to say?
Everybody talks. I don't like it.
Eric, try to be a little more gentle. He's all alone. Hey, you, Wojciech, come here by the fire. Let's get a good look at you. You all right?
Please, I can't stay. I have to get away. I have to...
Get away? You can't even stand up. Sasha, bring him some of the soup left over. Come on. All right, baby. Sit down here by me. You in trouble? Somebody looking for you?
No, I just... Oh, God. I just...
Shh, baby, here, eat something. There. Why did you kill those two men?
They were going to... I don't know. They were going to... I thought they were going to kill me, but I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Shoshana, you don't need any more trouble.
Thank you very much, Eric. Where do you live, Wojciech?
In Prague. Remember that courtyard where you were camping on Shishka Alley? That's where I live.
You gave us the bag of potatoes.
Yeah, I did.
Guess what you're eating there, Wojciech? Thank God for small kindnesses. So, you killed some guys?
You heard the gunshots, didn't you? It wasn't 100 yards from here.
What? What are you saying?
In the concrete bunker just across the creek.
Across the creek, there's no bunker.
Look, I'm not crazy. They drove me here from Prague. They took me into that bunker. They smacked me around and they said they were going to... And then somebody slipped me a gun and I...
Where is it? Where is it? The gun. Where did you put it?
It's right here. I have it. It's... Wait a minute.
That? That's just a stick, Motek. Go on. Throw it in the fire. Get rid of it.
Maybe I am crazy. I'm telling you, I shot those two. Hushka and Dimf. I saw it. I watched them die.
Shh. Quiet, baby. If you saw it, it must be true. But you must have some sleep now.
I killed them. I killed them and they're never coming back. Never. Never. It's my fault.
Shh. It's all right, Wojciech. All of us must die sometimes. God forgives you. I can tell from your tears.
God, I don't believe in
We
God.
believe in God. His job is to forgive. Our job is to doubt. Go to sleep, baby.
Koenig, open up! Open that door, damn you!
Simon, is that you?
Oh, Mrs. Strobar, listen, I'm very sorry, but I'm leaving my apartment.
When?
Today. I don't know if I'm coming back.
Simon, what on earth? Why are you pounding on that door?
I have to get Koenig right away.
Cognac? There's no cognac in that closet, Simon.
Koenig! Simon Koenig! He's been living here for...
For heaven's sake, Simon, don't wake up everybody in the building. Here, I'll open up the closet and you can see for yourself. There, you see? There isn't any cognac in there.
Mrs. Strobar, has this always been a closet?
Yes, it has.
I see.
Simon, are you in some kind of trouble?
No, Mrs. Strobar, I don't think I am anymore.
So, you'll be keeping your room?
Yes, I guess I will. Mrs. Strobar, would you mind leaving me alone here for a few minutes?
With my bath towel?
Yes, with your bath towels. Go on, beat it. Leave me alone.
All right. You needn't shout at me. I don't know what's got into everybody. Simon, what are you doing out here?
I had to say goodbye to somebody.
Oh. Are you coming inside to get some sleep?
No, I can't. But I'll meet you down at the Caverna about noon, all right?
Okay. Where are you going?
I've got a morning lecture on logic, and I don't think I'd better miss that. See you later, Lisa.